Either way. But again, orange folder, 10 a.m., rigid manufacturing. That's not a huge one. It's not something I'm really going to say I don't want to trade through. Like I put a trade on and just, take profit or stop loss could be hit quickly if I'm in a position during that time frame. But I would trade. Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's happening, everybody? Welcome. Welcome back to the show. Sit and wait. Yes. Good morning. What's going on, guys? Yeah. So let's begin. 9:38 a.m. Watching this thing open up. I got some levels that I'm watching. 950s. I'll throw a marker up there. We got some liquidity at the end buys. I'll mark that with some orange color. Kind of the same color. I'll put that. Some orange color raised. Not looking to really get called in the next couple minutes here. Like this market's just open up. Time frame though as well. So it's interesting, right? Flash to the downside. I'd be looking at this 20 control level. Depends on what happens here. Because conversion period back down to work so a bit early here. That was start with one out. Here we go. Looking like it wants to go and grab it. 950s. There it is. See if we go climb up towards those 55, or this is going to be the point right here. Yeah, we have the point right here. Quarters. I'll let it cross a couple points. Right through the 950s. Quite a bit of volume there. You can see it out. You can see it on the traditional volume. Right 950. It's the ground psychological number. The all-time even hundreds, even 50s are in key level USNCs, especially here on the ES. Oh, massive surprise there. Market's got this. Okay, and well, as always, appreciate you guys hopping on. Smash like, smash subscribe. Got a bunch of people, more people hopping on now than ever. It's awesome to see this grow. I appreciate you guys being here. As you know, we will have 50K account giveaways continuing every week. Straight to funded account giveaways. Really excited to do that. Um, Along with that, I'll have more and more special guests coming on. So far, I've had a handful of guests on. It's been really cool to get some perspectives, different trading styles, conversation with guys that are at different points in their journey. And we'll have more, more of that coming up. Well, of course, I missed this one because I was outside seeing my wife off. Action off of these 50s. Not a massive, not a big surprise. Again, I wouldn't mind something like this if it was nice. I wouldn't mind something right off of this level. Really just like this. Again, start to frame it out right at the open. Just too early. My data shows that I should not be getting involved with the first 5 to 10 minutes of market. I take more losses than I do wins relative to the some times a day. That time of day just be volatile. I like to jump on the charts, watch what's happening, open up around that. Looks like time frame. And then we'll just start go. Or this is what I can see if you went aggressively. Guys, if you waited for S&Ps, I should have had it. It's right there. 10 point stop. Set 55. Not jumping into anything just yet. But would be much more interested around the 55s, more aggressive level. You put a stop loss way up. Because I know I wasn't going to be watching it go. So I just threw out a wow. Like, but we'll see. Well, that's shooting back to bebop so far. I don't know that we just blast off tonight. Pull back, remarket, and let's find a lot of buyers. We got buyers coming off open. We are above VWAP, so this is bullish. Again, most of you see out these trades are out to the rest of that trade. As it can be. Let's see. Let's see. What's going on, chat? What's going on? Wolf, what's happening? Cool, man. How many accounts are giving away? I don't know. Don't know. At this point, I've been giving away accounts for a while. Started out giving away them on just straight up my own dime. A long time ago. So I as far as them on the lots. Yeah. It would just been kind of a series. Is valid until May 31st. If you're checking out these out, first, make sure you check out. You guys want to look at big changes alongside with me. I started my private session. Talking about that. My thoughts, my 2 cents. They've got it now. Important to know what's going on. You can also head straight. So I had this one to the chat. Okay. This deal with 55% off plus no daily loss limit is good until May 31st. Saturday. Watching this thing reject from the 50s. Yeah, watch it. Reject the 50s. You got liquidity on both map up to the 55s and the 60s. This looks like sellers found maybe a pullback down towards prior day high, volume point of control. Again, just a little bit early. We are coming up to that 9:45 a.m. So I think my play at this point, now that we start pushing down even percent, topping it right up here. 5. I'd like to see what happens. Push through, take out some more. Looks like we make it on this level. I mean, and people just sort of range, right? I'd be so just if we just start doing that, just really aggressive push. But I can see this turn to this level, the 55s, 56s, maybe 60s, and then a reversion back down before we continue to the other side. I could see us selling off right now, right off the 50s. Again, just came too early for me in the trading session. Just not enough first couple minutes of the open my forte to get involved. But here's one that would be filed under the hey, this might work out pretty nicely. We'll all go back down. Trade's kind of going to get validated. We'll start chopping really early. If we continue through the 55s, I'd look short on that bad boy. 5-minute opening range. And it looks like 10-point stop, 10-point take profit back towards VWAP would be paying. On another day, if I'm not entering right at the 50s, I'm entering after that wick and bearish transform. That's already others paying more than $600 mark. But too early, right? Gotta stick to your guns. Too early. The first 10 minutes. I wasn't paying attention. Not that much. Win rate, but it's the worst. Lower expectancy. I didn't have the volume. So let's see. We continue selling off. So I wasn't really paying attention to it. Structure. Don't like it nearly as much. Off of these 55 now. We pull this. Why? Now we're forming nice uptrend structure, right? Now it's not an impulsive move up here where we're ready to reject back down. Not go back. Reject back down to VWAP. We're kind of doing that off the 50s. So let's see. For us.
like the S&Ps.
Selling off right back down towards VWAP. 50s the play. 50s were the play. Yeah, again, really slid
All the way down.
You hardly need to tell you that this would be a good level to take a look at. Framed it out really nicely. Again, in the first 10 minutes, getting this at 939. I really like to find myself taking way more loss, getting all that quickly. But there's the
All the way back.
right off. Waited until that first bar closed. Solid.
Primary
Open run. Would have been plenty of room to the downside.
Sitting right on
This one
is
like probably with the trailing out. If I had gotten down here, maybe would have gotten stopped in the middle of this back and forth movement. But there it is, right back down to VWAP.
That's where we're sitting.
That's initial setup playing out just too quickly. Again, not my setup, not my entry, right? In the first minutes, got to have some consistency to say what you're going to do and not do. First few minutes of the open, got to wait patiently. But now that we have this, I really don't have a setup. Don't have anything short of the 55s. I would look at. It's not at all the play. Invalidates that movement. Um, Now that we pulled back down, if we find buyers here and push back up, it would look more bullish. So not a play to the downside again that I see forming. Choppy back towards Viva. Yeah, that was really the first initial play. Not going to get too negative about it, but let's see what we got down there. I don't like this as much either, right? I like the first extension and then move back down towards VWAP. I don't like a slice through VWAP after taking everybody out that was getting short, maybe down here, and now continue lower. But we'll see what we get. See what we get on Bookmap. We'll see what we get down around the point control level. 35s we got. Now let's see. Sports holding a few. Yeah.
People use only ChatGPT while the smart ones do this. This is like ChatGPT, but for trading. This is well, this fucking asshole sure is. It's gonna go back. Class. And Donald Trump.
Day myself. Tuesday. Nice to be able to reset, relax.
So I'm not gonna start in.
Really funky ever.
I'm gonna start into S1.
Damn day trading live. Be trading after the lives.
I think we're gonna bounce off of that.
Even though I was on last few, still saw a whole bunch of content get put out, but nice to get off the chart a little bit. Just kind of reset. I think staying locked in is really good. A great implicit memory built, right? Really, really good intuition built. But at a certain point, you got to break, chill out for a little bit. Let's reset, okay? And time with family. Time with family is really, really important. My parents probably won't be around for forever. I don't know anybody's parents that will be around for forever. My in-laws won't be around for forever. So I think it's important to spend time with family. I mean, they to be around for forever, whether they're old or young. So I think it is important to take time off the show, spend time with family. You don't have family, spend time with nature, yourself, doing a hobby that you want to do, friends. I always say that, right? Not everybody has family or friends or pets or anything, right? But find time for yourself, right? Yeah, this is kind of ugly, man. That was the first play. Again, not to repeat myself too many times. That was the first play. I started talking about it really early here, and like I said, as it was setting up, just too early. If it gives me a couple more minutes, maybe into the 9:45 time. But that was a beautiful one off the 950s. Liquidity filled, and then immediately back down for bookmap. Bookmap liquidity. I mean, bookmap liquidity, not made on. Did have some tonight.
Not good, man. Not good. Not good.
a reversion play taking a five, um, you're anticipating this being a choppy day or a fake out to the upside, take the out, fake out to the downside, and continue long. Um, we start to sell off. He's got to be patient here in points, but it's still somewhat bullish when I just look at day over day. So beautiful, beautiful. I think if you are a bull, this is not a bad spot to look high, right? Below daily, oh, say, hey man, buyers are getting ready to step in on VWAP. I'm going to run a wide stop way through, like down to the 915s. We're getting ready to take off. This long, we're going to push towards last week's high today. That's your play. Followed up with the structure. You can drop that. I'm not looking at it. Split movements, right? So let's wait and see that.
So we got to bounce on the 1 minute chart. But I can't short in there.
Probably first. Participants are my family. Yes, what are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, see. I'm stretched here, right? Sure. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Like and subscribe if you want to. You don't have to do anything. Everything's free. I love doing this stuff. Not everything, say that, but almost everything that I do is free. Right? No VIP, no mentoring or coaching or any of that stuff right now. Just live here on YouTube, free every damn day, almost every damn day. And
We really haven't lost the
talking about staying disciplined, right? I'm very disciplined.
remember.
You guys see the way that I trade. Right? I use my subjective
We got a window.
of exactly
What
exactly how to manage these trades. I talked about getting a lot more management my trade management, which you don't.
I would rather stay short.
You have some, right? Some guardrails, and for me,
Of course, stressful.
one really cool
Going
one
down.
is first 5 to 10 minutes.
This is my
Results are significant, to be personally, than any other trades taken outside of that first 5 to 15 minutes of NYX. I could chalk it up to a lot of volume volatility that comes into the markets during that time frame. And for whatever reason, my style, my approach, my edge is not as present. I tend to get wicked out very quickly. I tend to have aggressive entries or slow moving entries that just do not fit with that fast moving back and forth momentum. A lot of guys and girls that trade the first couple minutes of the open struggle. Very volatile, very unpredictable, great word to use. Markets are so random, unpredictable in the short term, but I think it's difficult in those first minutes. So I have to stay disciplined, and it's a challenge on a day like today. I'm ready to get back in, ready to get some trades on with guys, and at 9:39, 9:38, 9:39, we're cracking overnight high in the first 9 minutes, right towards that level, and I gotta go. Man, this is good setup. This is my entry. Talked about it, showed off this level multiple times. I gotta say, I gotta wait. I gotta wait. I just know that over time, this is not gonna help. Not gonna help. Today would help me. Maybe tomorrow will help me. But over the next 100 trades, it's going to hurt me more than it helps me. And that's what I talked about trying to look at. Our job is not to win the next trade. It's not to win the next couple trades. It's to win in the long run. Months of data, year over year, we make money. And that's what I'm focused on. So as it's developing, second chance was if we cracked towards the 55s, outside of this 915 rate, maybe took out some now approach where I'm not jumping the first one. It's all one involved. I'm going to trade we want that didn't play out. And do I chase it? Do I do something crazy on the way down here? Try to enter down here, and another day it pulls out? No, just gotta wait. And again, we talked about this like last week. Talked about it with Tanner, I think, or Luke on the show. I can't remember. But what you think with government money, should invest yourself on the front end when you get the trade on. Will you be happy? Will I be okay taking this out? Or will I say, maybe it's something new that I definitely will not supposed to do, and I took it, and now I'm on. If I put a trade on at 9:35, guys, and I take an L, deep down, whether I say it to you or not, but I always try to be honest. I will say you're honest. I'm gonna think I shouldn't have put that on. I know better than you. I've done that many times, dozens of times, and I'm not happy with that. So that's a good like kind of gift that it's just a reframe. Look, loss, all right, loss. Take a loss. This is a good loss. It's part of my approach. I call it taking I'm putting risk on, and I say, good job. I did what I was supposed to do. So again, different for every arm, but or during a very small window that I really won't look at. And it's amplified by not being great structure for a second setup afterward. So now we close this point at control level. We're not blasting down through it. So I guess when we want, we are down below. We're in this. Where you really so I was gonna try something. There's 40 seconds left of this camera. So it was like, I can see it move here, right? If I zoom out on the 15-minute, you see it when I start to see these volume profiles. We got yesterday's volume point control. Again, this lines up a little bit differently based on the time frame that I'm viewing it. So it's got a large area of volume around this level, right? Same thing yesterday. I did see potentially some virus found. That might be all we have to do right there before we get that. So I can see some virus found that we can push in and give me a way to structure the risk down below, the daily low, where if we continue lower, I think we're probably coming down towards value area low, maybe not lower. So I wouldn't end it off of this area. Again, somewhat aggressive, right? How many is moving? Um, have liquidity. I like that one, first one, but that would be a valid setup. Something that I would say, risk on, I have to take an L, I'm taking an L. Uh, fun to be back, man. This trading, my sessions with you guys, I really do enjoy getting on the chart, but I love what I get to look at. It's, oh, I wasn't paying attention to it. Yeah. We're a minute in, not a whole lot out of the Richmond Manufacturing Index. Again, orange, gold. I said before, not something that I'm too concerned about. As you can see, I'm not even call it out for one guys. Orange folder news, could see some volatility, could see some volume, not an issue. You didn't say the video yesterday about patience. But which is those of MIS succession. Something that you would want to take a look at. Be likely volatile. Wouldn't want to ever trade on into that. After I wanted to see follow up one. I'd be cautious into the 2 p.m. Eastern time frame today, for sure. Probably want to wrap it up, in my humble opinion, before 2 o'clock today. Unless you are a so we're gonna get in and see if we can get this. See if it's gonna sell out. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so again, I get some monkeys on my chart. I started it, but I'm trying to do a better job of picking out some high-end, low-end levels. Doing it off the 15-minute chart. Sometimes they go inside with other key levels. But if there's something to the upside or downside that I'm maybe not paying attention to, that I don't have like right here in between yesterday's value area low, day low, we let's see what we got. Down here. Just push that mark out. Worth noting, I got some other discretionary levels on the chart. Some of this is starting to overlap a little bit, especially when I zoom out, which I'm happy about. Makes small adjustments forward, but they're just markings, right? No magic. I don't use like hard lines in the sands. I'm paying attention to price action.
Well, I mean, I anticipated it a little bit. If they wait for it to take out the low, there's
Nicely.
well, it is one
Areas of interest.
like this. Won't sell off on the S1. The gravity around S1 is holding it.
What do you think today, Jack? Head to the upside or head to the downside? Bullish or bearish?
I put on one.
Like you mentioned, let me know what you guys think.
But it still got some time.
Bullish candle? Are we going to start to sell off? We're down below VWAP. We can move lower. We're trading 33s. How are you guys seeing this on DS? I'm curious. This one is a strong bias on it. I mean, I don't like to have any bias at all, but I don't have a real strong one to say. I really don't want to hit the buy or sell one. Take this either way. Honestly, gun to my head, I could see this being choppy. That's probably where I would go. Just annoyingly back and forth, kind of not barcodey on the 1 minute, but like back and forth movement, extending, going back down. That's what we're doing right now. But we're making it meatball sub. Sit here and make it. Sit here and make it. That means it's so fun. Hello, sir. If I'm going to need food, thank you. Hope you're doing well. I took 40 points and then you scout. Don't do that. Well done, meatball sub. And thank you, man. Appreciate you being here. And thank you. You guys are all awesome. And I would be just talking to myself here and, just alone with a camera on my face if it wasn't you guys. So you all make
Playing games with me, man. You see what it's doing?
in our
It's playing games.
okay. Nvidia earnings Tuesday. Nvidia earnings shop. Okay. Yep. How are you doing, Grace? You trade on crypto only. No, not crypto. This is ES. This is futures. The market. And specifically, this is the ES chart on top one futures with Project X. So this is a account. These are three actually from accounts being copy traded together. Project X is the platform. Top one futures being, but most importantly, this is ES. Not crypto. I go up, goes up a bot, goes down I sell. John's gonna make it, guys. John's gonna make it. I'm being dead serious. I love it. No bias. There it is. We got a buy right here in here. I think it's gonna go up, so I'm hitting buy, structuring risk. Awesome. Love that, man. Yeah, so let's see what we get out of this, man. Again, nothing crazy. Wednesday, we got past that Richmond manufacturing news. Not a whole lot out of it yet. Book map pretty quiet now. We just put the 950s up here. Already 100 on the book down to the 920s. Yeah, trying to trade. I could see a long off of the area. Just head off on it. For you guys. So, max liquidity. We can sum down to the 25s. Overnight low must be area that we
It
want
must
to
be
low. We got
support.
Down there as well.
Feel support right away.
The Virginia orders that are not resting on the book. I would imagine we have additional liquidity down here by way of people getting long and out using the
Ground loss or whatever it is.
area, a place to stop loss
Around
the low of the day.
entry.
So this could be a little bit dicey getting involved up here with overnight low. I would definitely have to run a stop overnight low. My 10.4 would be
In my hand, but I'm not.
kind of tight. I'm framing out a long idea here, guys. Just I'll go back to QOP. This is not the same as this one.
Be nice if we got a plus down here.
This is different structure now, right? So the upside, that would be okay. That's kind of that first trade idea that I really like. Reversion back to area of high volume, but it would be a lot more so than it has to do with extension, the level of liquidity, but somewhat of an initial reversion. Now we got some structure breaking through VWAP testing, continuing lower, continuing to put lows of NYSE session in right? The 15-minute opening range to the downside. Not as nice to take this up there. But gold tested and this liquidity taken, and then potentially it moved back towards VWAP before continuing lower, or just that session. Wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that for a while. Again, framing out some trade idea where we get not hopefully provide value on how I trade. Try and come up with this. I think it's gonna go up, I think it's gonna go down, so I buy or sell like John. Really all we're ever doing here. Structure this. Yeah, I'd like this to be lower or like lining up with overnight low, so I don't have to worry about this level. This is obviously a level that I think people are going to be taking a look at. When we come through overnight low, I think we're headed to value from yesterday, if not lower. Like I think if we come through this aggressively and this aggressively, we're probably going to start to sell off. We're going to continue bearish bar, just daily candle low, lower. You know, if we continue through this, I think we're gonna push. I don't know, we just stop here and then big long. And eventually daily candles help me a little bit as well, because day over day having a reference, right? So there's definitely an argument to be made of what you're doing looking at the daily or just looking at base action, individual candle formation being daily. Yeah. All right, let's see as we start to come lower. Again, not going to dive in front of it, like with a limit order here. What I'm interested on this level, recently sold through. I can see taking long below this level. Had a chance to be. Good choice. I heard that very for a while. This level. Back to the good one. And capture it. Like this. Hey, wondering how I ended up in that situation. Yeah, coming to some liquidity at the 30s. Yeah, overnight low at 59.18 and a half. Eyeball that book map. Take a look at where that is. If you guys don't know what book map is, what the hell I'm talking about. Book map's just an order flow tool. It gives me a traditional depth of market and it gives me a heat map. It's showing me where liquidity is in the market. I can give you a look at that together. Yeah. What do we need on book map? There we go. See, I felt that question. Here, let's look at it. Screw it all. This is insane. Insane in the membrane. Let's see. Stage. All right, now we're looking at book map. Great question. I felt that one coming, so talking a lot about it, and if I don't show it, yeah, start that. So, John asked, what was book map? So we're not a buy order, sell order. So let's go back. Book map. This is book map. This is an order flow tool having level 2 data, right? So what we have here, just real quick, video dropping about book map. If you guys are interested, I don't consider myself a expert, even though I've been watching it for quite a while. We have price levels for ES, right? The current futures contract, price levels for ES. We have the current order book, also known as the depth of market, the dollar average. It's displayed in a number of ways, but this is pretty much a traditional bond. We're looking at quantities of orders, sell orders above price, buy orders below price. That's what we can see. And individual quantities, and we have kind of the histogram, I think you call that. So, and we have it being displayed as that accident test. Please just write this line in. Right, this line on position because it's like really quickly changing. Everything to the left is historical. That's helpful. Go down towards the 925. So that's helpful because with the traditional dollar, it's very quickly you don't fix what happened when we got there. You can't follow trading. We have vested and ask. This is essentially just price, a price line, no candlesticks. You show candlesticks on here. I have it showing volume bubbles, traditional volume down the bottom. We have a couple of on here, volume profiles, volume delta. I'm not going to talk about. But we are looking at resting buy orders in the book right over here. What's something we have the 950s. 950s, we have quite a bit of them marked out. Section for a sell when it came to her. Sell orders up here, I think. When we know pattern recognition. Forget market mechanics, forget the narrative. I'm an idiot. I say, look, I noticed something that happens on bookmap day over day based on simple pattern recognition. Love to do. I was looking at the 955s as well, right? As we start to come closer, we have quite a few orders on the book up there. 50 at that time. Again, this is historical. We didn't quite get up there. We projected really nicely from those 50s and starting to sell off. So again, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about orders on the book, the DOM, where orders are on the ladder, and specific price levels. Resting.
Oh, Lawrence, that is
dead. Get a little bit. The candlestick chart itself, I really
that is wrong. Let me see that.
Not
say that is wrong.
Oh, okay. Down here, I'm gonna hop back over to my candlestick chart. I can go in on page three. I can type it guys. Oh, back in action.
Trump always take his up. That is just wrong.
That helps answer that question. You guys want to check out bookmaps? And you will get bookmap in. I'm partnered with bookmap bias. If you want to check bookmaps there, I think it's a magic tool that everybody needs to make money trading. Yeah, I think it's just like anything else. Everybody depends on you, your personal approach, how you're going to utilize it. I think I enjoy it being able to see that liquidity stuff that I can't see on the candlestick chart. It is different than any other indicator, right? It's not just price times volume. It's giving the opposite. Those are right. Well, we got plenty of guys that don't perform. Guys drill.
I'm just looking for a nice little down to
See, going down towards the 25s. Yeah, man, kind of a slow. Yes, and you guys didn't give me much.
star. Well, then I got stars.
What's the giveaway? Instant funding. It is funding. The 50K giveaways that we give away on these live streams have been out for a while. In two, coming up this week, right? Random days, random times. It is a 50K straight to funded account. Instant funded, no activation challenge or directly into a funded account. It's a top one features, 50K instant funded account. And again, how the giveaways work, random days, random times, only for people on the live stream. Name so I know how that you and randomly select this one right here on get it directly from them. Cool. A handful of handfuls on here fun with which great.
Thank you very much. You were supposed to
Days, random times. I try not to give it away, right? It's for you guys if you're on the stream. Watch this under the 925s. Yes, okay, this looks good for you guys. Let's see what happens down here around the 925s. I see we got some more questions we got some more questions on bookmap, kind of what I'm seeing, how I utilize it. I'll talk a little bit more in on it. If it's below this point of control level, the 920s. Well, yeah, I don't know if I want to jump in front of this, right? And like I said a couple times,
my stopping place.
this guy where I think there's going to be a reaction.
This is
serious down. We got some decent downtrend structure forming, right? Price hold below VWAP. We haven't filled this. traded like right to it. We haven't filled what's down here on the book map. But yeah, if you guys are using the Dom market, I think traditionally should be able to see this as well. We got 209, 208 floating around right at 25. You got another 118 on the book down at the 20s, right around overnight low. But so here we did rejected right beforehand. So
we would go to stop that.
and again,
You want to play games?
do what you expect, right? Same with book. Talk about how I utilize it.
You want to play games?
I see. But the same way, the chemical chart or any chart, anything can happen, right? Trump could tweet something about China and tariffs right now, and forget about any orders on the book.
Yeah, that's what you get.
50 points in whatever direction it wants to, because and the amount of market participants can step in, right? It's gonna be a reaction.
But it's like today is one of those days where we just take, we're just getting resets. That's all we're going to be able to use. And then we can access it once.
90 or 100% certainty I see all the time as my people. But it can be helpful. You see things happen completely often, and right? Maybe it's just helpful for structure. It's just helpful for being secondary, area of interest on your chart, where you say, well, I'm interested in getting involved around point of control 926, but today, just a random example, maybe there's 1,000 links on the book at 920. Well, we probably want to be cautious around 920. If we come down towards that, we're probably going to see some volatility. It see around that level. Maybe I don't want to stop right there, or in order to fill, or I could experience slippage, right? So you can use it a number of different ways. And I think it's just additional information, and it might not be helpful. Yeah, and you got to be really cautious. How much information can you really take on? How much can you process in your trading decision before it gets to be overload? Too much information, conflicting information, or not helpful. Keep things as simple as you possibly can. I think I'm very, very simple. It's right the way that I talk. Maybe you got to get a little bit technical. My trading strategy is stupidly simple, very basic. Up on here with you guys day in and day out. Very simple. No math. Nothing proprietary. I use the most basic stuff, like same levels that everybody, very similar tools and levels that everybody else uses, right? Common stuff. Because I find it works. Don't have to reinvent the wheel. But anyway, fourth thought. Watch the 925s. Yapping as we come towards the 925. Didn't fill. 190 on the book as we're moving away from it. This might be an example of us not coming all the way into a level of liquidity and just projecting back towards VWAP before we do. 200 up above it, right past like the 930s, 31. We got like 200 on the book that came on. Looks like something wants to get filled there. Not a whole lot. So far, see today. There we go. Starting the downside, we got a little bit of volume here. Let's see what happens. See, I think I got some questions on in the chat. Let's see if we're going to start to push into this. I would want to see, for an entry on this, I want to see a crack and, potentially like lower, right? Like kind of aggressive movement.
Let's take here.
Go the opportunity to jump in right here to get a more aggressive price. Two reasons I think that's likely to happen. Here we go. I'm gonna watch the 920s. And second reason is I don't want a stop loss right here. I don't want a stop loss right below this low. I think that's a stupid spot. So we might reject right here. We do have more now in this level. I'm gonna look for an aggressive buy down overnight low. The initial level getting closed right here. You can see a really aggressive bounce right from this level. I'm gonna forgo that opportunity because with a 10-point stop, I'm right below this low. It's just not a good setup. I just wouldn't be happy getting tagged right here and then watching the market rip. And I think it's that. Not going to jump right in front of this one. Here we go. We got see what the thesis looks like then. At this level mark, again, I'm not hopping in on it. It's not really a clean setup. Not with 150 on the book right here. Not with now 150 on the book right here. Another level of liquidity and be so close to this overnight low level. But we're gonna fire this thing. It's gonna be a choppy thing moving back today. No real good. So we'll see. But I'm gonna watch this patiently before I answer the question, guys. Get ready for a trade.
Oh damn, looks like it's gonna bounce this time. Shit.
Time to see stuff. Okay, so what did the
That's one I got.
started talking about
That's one I got.
the good red level is
Confidence in
it's 25. So
fucking.
the darker the level is on the keypad, the more quantity on the book. Quantity
So I just want to wait for the bounce and then get back on it. Only time I did a little something, I was supposed to come in the snatches it away.
Not always, right? Orders separated out, the orders they can move. Every population will get people generally closed down. No, they don't always. Use any other indicators. VWAP, visible range volume profile, fixed range volume profiles, and division. I guess those would all be considered indicators or so on.
Oh, okay.
What else? And try not to come into try not to come into the day with too much of a bullish or bearish. Really don't.
It's like he hit something.
Don't find it helps me in the long run. I do look at the daily, some of the high time frames, create some event statements. What I could potentially foresee happening within reason based on their own days. There was a target was paid down close. You're back to 26%. First off, congratulations. Will lowering my profit for today lower the percent, or should I break the figure tomorrow? So make sure you understand that consistency rule, my brother. Lowering the profit after you close out for the looks like not going to lower the consistency.
Looks like he is.
Just think about how the rule is stated, which is standard across these firms. No single day of profit can be lower of total profit when you go to withdraw, right? So right now you're sitting at 26. You get to make even money because you thought it's pushing out farther more money to lower that consistency, right? When you push the total amount of money out, you're going to lower the percent of whatever that one large day that you have is in there. That's the day. So you have to make more money. You don't have to do it all in one day. You don't have to do it all in a day. You have to make more money. If you the only time it makes sense to lose money intentionally is if you put up too much money on one single day of trading, and within the same day you bring that profit down. Let me know if that makes sense. A full video on that as well.
Well, just don't. I hope they don't take till like.
Things with not one. Well, as is a lot of
But
the activation model has an activation fee. The instant funded model, there's no activation fee, there's no challenge, there's no anything. You're just into the funded account. So with the challenge accounts, there's an activation fee. With the instant funded, no activation. You're just in one price, no monthly fee, no nothing. You're going to make it to a payout, you're going to lose the account. I will get to trade with a pretty sharp price. So super till at least right around 10:30. Retest push up, back to high jet. 1,000 hours back to L. The first hour of NLOG. Doing what the confidence. You say that with 100% certainty, but if that's your approach, confidence is kind of in it to test it, man. That's what it takes. So it takes you put the trades on after losing or losses, thousands of hours of back testing. Beautiful. So yes, you're calling. Let's see, you're calling short 10:30, which we're coming up on, right? And then a reversion back to I like it, dude. I'm really aggressively. Uh, let's see where we go from down here. Again, for me, guys, this isn't beautiful structure. I'm trying to find something maybe down around this level at this point. I'm gonna wait and see as we come forward. I'm looking long, for a really good trade, back up towards rebound, back up towards the temporary line for control, off of a level that would give me a way to structure risk that says we continue lower through my stop loss. I think we're continuing way lower. That's but let's say these 925s hold. We did bounce here pretty nicely. Came 7.5 points off of this low after trading down to the 24 mark. Is at 23 3/4 was the low of that candle. Let's see what we get down there. If I answer this question, make sure you understand what I'm saying there, and that you understand. The rules are pretty clear, straight from their frequently asked questions. Consistency rule seems to confuse people. It's pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward, right? You have a 20% consistency rule. How much money to make payment? Divide by 5, right? Or carry that amount by 0.2. You can't go over that amount on any one single day. That's how you stay within the consistency rule. If you do, not a problem, right? Not the end of the world. Now you can make whatever that amount is. Take your largest day times 5. That's how much money you need to make. That's works for me. Can you grab the link? Not yet. We'll see. Today's random times. Every day's random times for that giveaway. Usually tell you guys right before, ask for a whole bunch of likes. We get the like count up, and then I drop it. But that's how that works. Right under charts. Okay. Note that.
My man is setting up good for a short.
Yes, buddy. Thank you. Thanks for
To lose us too.
You can go through examples if you need to, because again, trading's hard. Right? Trading's hard enough as it is. And like rules, objectively, it's harder in that sense. You don't have so much money on the line. There's some different ways to talk about it, but you got to understand the rules just to stand a chance. If you're a heavy hitter, it's tough sometimes. Yeah, if you're a home run hitter, here's what I thought about. Right? We're talking about it. Different games. There goes someone off the point. It's coming into low of the session.
Six.
Majority of traders will do fine. We shifted this. So at first I thought it was more of a problem. Majority of traders, say like 8 out of 10, they're going to work okay with the consumers. It's going to keep them disciplined. They're not going to be able to get greedy. They're not going to be able to make a huge amount on a day. But there's going to be 1 or 2 out of 10 that it doesn't really work well for. And those are going to be what he said heavy hitters, she said heavy hitters, home run hitters, right? Like low, high risk reward trades. That's not going to fit well within a low consistency percentage or why, right? Well, you're going to have a lot of small losing days and then one big winning day rather than moderately consistent winning days. And if you need to let your winners run and capitalize on really big winning days, you're probably going to be better off with a low consistency type firm or something with very low high consistency, right? But you can ask yourself that. Do I want a really low win rate, really high risk and reward? 20% consistency could be an issue. I've seen a couple trades, not common, but I've seen a couple traders do it. But again, like we just podcasted one with Silver was a roundtable, a whole bunch of guys, really cool. The Discord, it's on YouTube, check it out. But I talked about the first thing on the thing when you go to pick a prop firm, right? And my initial initial comment was, look at the rule set, and you're coming to prop firms with a strategy, right, with an approach. Try to find one that you don't have to adjust your approach, your strategy too much, right? Because you have something that's working, and if now you have to jump through hoops or do something crazy to that doesn't fit with you, try to make it to a payout, it's just not going to be. So that's important. Look at the rule set, right? You know, look at the consistency rule. Look at the, all of these things, right? Different rules in the drawing guys. So again, I'm fixed, right? We're affiliated with different firms, with different companies. Can't stand to be unbiased. That's important for me to try to be transparent about that, right? So grain of salt, what I say, do your own research. For me, I think if you were a home run hitter, it would be a great option. Not being partnered or affiliated with them at all, or standing to make money. TopstepX. Step does not have a quote unquote consistency rule in the funding XFA. They max payout amount and then minimum days to payout with a dollar amount that you have to pay. So technically, that's like you have to do something consistently to get paid out. They don't have a percent consistency. Outside of that, most instant funded firms, the big players have around that 20% mark. Speak on top one futures, 20% consistency. So again, it just requires pre-planning on the front end. But if you are a home run hitter, if you're trading with a 10% win rate, 20 to 1 risk to reward, it's probably not going to work for you, right? Because your the monthly P&L is going to be small. Uh, Traders do better with the consistency rule because it keeps them from getting greedy. It keeps them from thinking they can just make, $100,000 in a day. It stops you at a certain point. You have an upper limit. Watching some volume down here right at these 25s. Yeah, I'm not jumping in front of this again, guys. We got a off here, right? A little bit of a base getting built. Not a ton. A little bit of struggle getting through the 25s. We got liquidity down to this overnight low level. I'm looking for an aggressive buy at these lows. That's pretty much it for me. I think we can start to bounce here. We are putting a base in. I don't want to jump in. We got 77 on the book down here at the 20s. It's close to this overnight low level. Same stuff, never beat. So, but I'm looking long off these lows. Sleep of overnight lows. Potential rejection. Maybe before we start to blast lower. We bounce here. Not a clean setup. This is just not clean. That is stop loss right here. I'm not going to run something with a real small position size and a stupid wide stop loss because I don't know that we don't sell them, right? And I need to capitalize on a small trail and stop aggressively. Still, yeah. Talking about TopstepX. They delisted a bunch of countries. Yeah.
Come on down.
There's
This is right. 59.20
Point is
is what we're looking
there you
for.
go. Can you use a
59.20.
okay account to do a specific example of those consistency clarifications? So I can't. Did I miss the form? No. Math is bad. What were we talking about here? Text as a trailing drawdown, that will kill you. Yeah. So again, different rules, right? And trailing intraday drawdown on unrealized profit or realized profit, tough. Tough to work with, right? Who does that work well for? Scalpers, right? Quick scalpers, quick in and out, aggressively trailing stop loss, right? Not allowing that to come back, down on you. Morning. You know,
Come on. Pick it up. Holy crap. Oh, my. 99.
Seems like a lot of people just they need a lot of examples, which is totally cool. I'm an idiot in a lot of areas, right? Not a math guy. I'll need a lot of examples or something else. Before we get today, I will do an example. Do another example. Watching the 20s.
Calm down, baby. Calm
You
down.
got a decision to be made,
Almost
right?
there.
Really aggressive selling, really aggressive
There.
selling off coming in, or somewhat of a bounce back up here. I'm looking long. Off of these levels down here,
Don't be scared.
low, liquidity down to 20 odds. It's get really dicey. I am now looking to buy on some serious sell. So I could get the face ripped off, getting long down here. Didn't trade that out yet. Didn't trade it out yet. So start to bounce from here. But I wouldn't mind taking it. So I'm gonna look long on this. This with an entry down below over would be a crack through this level. A little bit better of an entry down below this level, taking out some liquidity. Anybody long up here, stop loss down here. Let's see. Oh, trying it, trying it, trying it. Okay, cracking through. Anybody long? Come back for a long entry here, guys. I'm gonna try from right there. Try from right there. Not gonna wait for a sweep of this. I like the way buyers are starting to hold it. I can see the bounce coming. There's plenty of room now with this entry to allow it to come down lower. We come through where my stop loss is, the 11s, down to like the 9-10s. I think we're aggressively selling off. I think I'm dead wrong. We are continuing downside. So occasionally for this level to get hit, it's taken out. Buyers starting to step in, right? Didn't jump into a knife to the downside just yet. Let's see if we can start to push to the upside on it. Again, arbitrary take profit. That's not where I'm looking to hold to. Just in case somebody makes a comment, that's why I'm running it these days. Someone makes a crazy comment, and crazy niche to the upside, I get out of the position. But I don't like to have it sitting on there because everyone goes, "Oh, you can hold to this, take profit. You didn't hold your trade to take profit." It's not really. But I'm gonna leave this one on as the last 1,000 risk per trade. This is copy traded across 3 accounts. Let's see. Let's see if we can start to push to the upside. I'm going to run the same play you guys have been seeing me run last week. I'm not going to go stop loss to break even like that. Play is not being run, but I have a fixed way to drag my take profit, my stop loss into profit based on the trade moving in profit. If it moves against me, it's a full stop loss. That's it. So it will be a full stop loss or a partial win. No, no entry right to break even, and then stop that stop loss to break even. So it's the play. Long 59.21 1/4. CYA of your ass. Order at 59.11.25. Let's see if you start to get it's here. Again, I can see us giving a check out like even the 15s. We got swing down here. We might need to dip a little bit lower. I like this reaction so far. I'm gonna get rid of these lines. Should not get. So I can just take it all, take all of it off. There we go. Get a little bit of a bounce out of this bad boy. Let's see what we do. Take most of it off. I think we got to be a little bit cautious as we come up to this area. Up to this area, I'm going to see an immediate push through. Again, to manage this. We come and trade out towards the 27s, 28s. I'm dragging this into profit, aggressively into profit. So let's see that right here. See. There we go. Nice push. Getting ready to drag this stop loss up into profit. Um, Trading 5 points in my direction. Quite, not quite there. Didn't quite hit the level that I'm looking at, the 27s, 28s. Traded right to the 26s. Again, I got a mechanical, systematic way to manage these that I'm describing to you right now. But it is no stop loss to break even. Right? I will let this come all the way back down to completely stop me. Not give me what I needed to drag into profit. I gotta trust my data. A lot of what you saw over the last 2 weeks, ton of stops for break even, and then a continuation in my direction. Right? As I talk about, the way to that, you're going to catch trades that start to move in your direction, all the way back down to stop you at break even. Right? But what's happening more often than not? That's the data that you want to look at. So let's take a look and see. Coming all the way back down. Seller stepping back in so far. Retest a point of control and a reaction there. Let's see it. Let's see if I have to take the L on this one. Nice bounce. Buyer stepped in, really defended that level. Looking at measured moves so far from the day, yeah, that was right. That was right. A nice measured pullback. Not really enough to continue and say that was the biggest bounce so far. Just looking at some of these pullbacks off the lows, half points. I start to do that when I look at structure. Yeah, I was getting set to that 7.5, 7 quarters. So let's see. As always, appreciate you guys hopping on. Welcome to the show. Maybe you took a similar trade, not because you're copying what I'm doing, because I would be stupid. I'm an idiot on YouTube, right? Not a financial advisor, definitely not the best trader. I say that all the time. No magic strategy, no big P&Ls. Still make mistakes. But maybe you say, hey, you know what? The way that I like to manage these trades is aggressively stop to break even. What you've seen me do over the past couple of weeks, which is not really anything, right? Not really fun. Just stop to break even and then trades that move in that direction. Um, you might say, hey, I don't want to let something that moves, 5 points in my direction come back up. And you go stop to break even. Nothing wrong with that, right? Well, like I talked about, once I get these trades and talk about trade management, which I think is so important, trust your data. Right? Trust your data. The data, your results are not going to lie to you. They can't. They're just pure feedback. So, over a large sample size, what you see happening go off with, right? And then trust that and adjust to it. And I think if more traders did that consciously, right, then a lot more guys making money. It's difficult to do, very difficult, because you start to make adjustments. We're so slightly, you're not going to be right every day, right? You're not going to be right every day. The market's very random on the short term, right? So in the pursuit of it and what's best for my P&L, you based off my risk every day, my results, right? And trading it right with you guys, like watch. Going stop loss to break even very quickly, couple points in profit that we just had there, is not helping me. I'm better off allowing trades to come all the way back to stop loss or continue into profit where I can drag the stop loss aggressively into profit. Um, that's what my data is showing to this point. Which I trust. Then you just let the odds play out in your favor a little more. I think what I'm going to have demonstrated right here, as frustrating as it is, what I'm happy to do it live with you guys, is one where maybe stop to break even right now, $25, make that closed out, and it continues all the way to my stop loss. I encourage you to watch how, if you're questioning how managing this trade, you usually don't have so many examples. I have enough examples to drive me crazy over the last piece of trading where I had trades stop me at break even and then rip to what would have been a full take profit. I have so many that I could say I have 3 on the same day up to break even and all continued in profit, right? So it's just looking at your data, looking at your results, it's doing a little bit more that makes sense. Right? There are plenty of strategies where stop at break even makes sense. And I started as I get more aggressive on lower time frames, trading moves, minis, with doing that because I felt that was the best move. Small adjustments, very small, right? And still going to fail aggressively into profit. It's close, really close, but just not bigger, just not quite there, right? It's almost at that point where I'm going to aggressively trail a couple points behind price. Just not like that. So that's the play. Appreciate you guys hopping on, man. We got a bunch of people. Smash like, smash subscribe. We're gonna watch a trade play out for small win, large win, small loss, right? Full loss, partial profit, full profit. So that's it. Um, outside outside of a crazy black swan event where we just knife through my stop loss, I don't think I'm accepting more than 1,000, slightly over 1,000, which is important, right? Structure your risk, put your trades on, like I talked about earlier. Am I happy taking the loss on the trade? No, I'm not. Am I okay taking? And in this case, yes. So we'll watch this. And while we're hanging out with a bunch of people on watching this trade play, if you guys are interested, now again, I always try to talk objectively. Top one futures had some rule changes. If you're interested in my thoughts, my opinion, 2 cents, what those rule changes are, go back to Friday's live session and watch the beginning. I'm partnered, I'm affiliated with Top One Futures. I cannot stand to be underneath. I'm still trading the accounts, I'm still bullish on them for today. Right? I always try to give you guys my honest opinion. Here's what they're running right now: 55% off, code RDF, plus no daily loss on all accounts. That's valid until the 31st. If you want to check it out, link is in the chat. As always, again, on affiliate bias. Do your own research, make your own decisions, right? It's your hard-earned money at the end of the day. Like we were talking about, there's a consistency rule there. That hasn't changed since the beginning, but you might say that's not for me. Now, that consistency rule is not for me. Most top firms are not going to work for me. That's cool, man. You gotta make it make sense for you. Make sure the math is math. You only trade ES. I primarily trade ES. They really have been locked into ES. Talk about that a lot. I've gone back and forth with quite a bit. I've experience on Dow and Nasdaq, but for my foreseeable future, I do not have a path where I'm back on NQ or YM. 2 months were not normal. Volatility was nice. Yes, absolutely. I would agree with that. Still 30 points leading. Still 30 points on NQ down short term scale. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks for your time. I'm done with Freedom Day, entry model. I don't like the EA right now. Not risk my green day. I have low probability gain. 100%. Wait for your setups. There's nothing there. Nothing there. I sit with you guys patiently, and I'll, wait for market to do what it needs. What of these do you have on your strategy so we can see? Hop on through this level right here. Here comes overnight low. And let's see if we find buyers or if we're actually just going to continue this nice lower. Again, push trade management out of me. If we continue lower through the stop loss level, we're going to head lower down to value area low. Potentially the way lower down 900s back towards like the 5980s. So I don't mind it down here. Giving a little bit of room below this level. Like I said, the 15 right at the kind of like back down there and see buyers potentially be found. But I would love for this to hold up here. So that's really the thesis. We can come lower, we're really selling off. We got some aggressive movement down below the drop, but not reacting. So let the trade play out. Take $1,000 L across three if I have to. Do that. But yeah, started to say on my YouTube right here, right? Hop on the YouTube. I got a ton of different videos putting like two longer form videos out a week talking about a ton of different stuff, not just prop firms, strategy, trade management, risk management, psychology, quotes that have helped me, quotes that I like, all strategy stuff. So take a look. Also, watching me trade live here, right? I think that's probably the best way to get a feel for how and what and why I do what I do. Just watching me do it live, play out. You can go back through and take a look at my sessions if you like. The beauty of doing this stuff for free on YouTube. So yeah, plenty of that. More than you probably want to watch. Man, I don't know how many hours in my sessions, but a lot. A lot of different sessions. So let's see, man. This is decision making point for the sales trade. I'm continuing to find buyers here, but like also still slowly trending to the downside, not really breaking this trend that we've had forming to the downside. I don't know if it's gonna get any better. So I'm gonna long position against that, looking for some movement out of here. Just if we really start to continue or aggressively sell off those this trade, then I'm gonna stick to my trade management by not touching it, right? Not doing something that I'm not going to do, day or something. This might say that's not good. You might get lucky once or twice, but not really to apply consistently day, just today, no doubt. But if we come through these like these
Make sure you manage
we got some orders on the book here.
every
Go through this aggressive. I'm probably gonna be
when this going,
It's the
really my really was managed.
we have
Once or twice,
which looks nice for my trade.
way more than
It would back up at the 932s, 933s near VWAP. Look, we have stacked up on the book.
on the first target because my anticipation
Stuff like
was first
not
target.
super close. We had some stuff up to 25.
We got anything else, so
Order flows kind of back and forth.
You know,
It's not,
things
it really isn't giving me a super strong one way or the other. Um, just to kind of talk through what you expect. So it's not like got about another 10 to 15 minutes here with you guys. If I'm still in this one, I will let you know what I'm planning to do managing it. But I do have a meeting pretty quickly after this live, so I have to have this one play out or let you know what I'm looking to do managing it. Well, let's go, ES. Give me some props to stop me out. Gotta go. Business, take care of it. What else, guys? Appreciate you guys hopping on. Not going anywhere just yet. Ready to chill out? Going anywhere just yet? Smash like, smash subscribe. I'm here live almost every damn day. More than happy to show you what real trading looks like for me. And if you're new, I see that a bunch of people have hopped on. Just hop on. My name's Zach. Trade Futures here, live, free, almost every damn day on YouTube. I run a 100% free trading Discord community, not a VIP video program, and that stuff. Not the best trader in the world. No magic strategy, no crazy leaderboards or future nows and live accounts. None of that stuff, man. Some payouts. This year, they pay out the top step every this year. We're waiting for but not quite there yet. I don't have to tell you any of that stuff or make any crazy claims because you can watch it for free. You can come on these live sessions. You can hop on my YouTube. You can watch my trading play out and say, I think that guy might have some value, right? I think that guy sucks and I want to fade him, and he's going to give me a lot of value by doing this. That's the beauty of doing this stuff. Happy to have you on.
I'm not ready to
So grateful for this. Ask questions that shares in the Discord, right? We're all on this journey towards more money, more consistency. Okay, even late in the game, myself, been in the markets around that 6 year mark. So that's the journey. So, anyway, happy to have you guys on here, man. Smash like, smash subscribe. Keep subscriber mode on. If you hopped on this time, you couldn't chat. You want to chat next time? Hit the subscribe button. Along with that, 50K funded account giveaways on these live sessions every week. Have one just yet? Didn't have one today? Yet? Don't know. Random days, random times, form drops. Happy to have you guys fun on. I used to love to get some giveaways when I was hanging out on people's live sessions or and it's awesome to do it. Shout out Top One Futures. Yeah, you guys want to check them out? We run through the whole deal. You want to check them out? Link is in the chat. Make sure you read through the frequently asked questions. They've had some rule changes. Do your own research, make your own decisions. I'm affiliated, not stand to be unbiased. It's important that I'm transparent with you about that. Like
kind of triggers.
Can we find buyers here? Slowly drifting lower. Going back down to this 18s. Looks like buying back on 15s. We now have some liquidity stacking up at 10s. Again, just talking about Bookmap, not showing it because I'm in a live trade with you guys and I want to let's take a look and see. I think it's great odds. Talking about, probably I'm assuming you're talking about the giveaways. I think it's pretty good odds for a giveaway, right? Like if you're on a live session, you can see right now, right? There's 50 people on here. Cross around anything right now. Got if I dropped it right now, which I'm not, 1 in 50 chance. Usually it's like one in like 60, 70 to win. So do you see fun right now? Like the Instagram giveaways, because I've done the Twitter giveaways, 1,000 people. It's great. Just obviously got to be a here to get it. Go for it, sir.
I was waiting to get in for this beta lower low. Because if it makes a lower low, that means we took out lower there.
Decision down here. I'm expecting a break lower or some buyers to step in. If we start to wick around the 15s, 14s, yeah, here we go. So here's the break lower. If we don't find buyers like right here, I think we're continuing lower towards that value area low from yesterday. We really didn't been able to find buyers off these 20s. We did right here. We had an initial bounce and refilling. But now we're just continuing this slow zombie going to the downside. Really not bouncing here. So it's again, sticking to my risk management and my approach here. There's nothing for I'll get back towards the 8s, which case I would drag my stop loss. So that's not a whole lot. Just gotta let it sit. On that note, guys, I'll be right back. I still manage this with you. Not done just yet, but I will be right back.
I mean, you're gonna have to exercise in an abundance of patience. Right. I think there's some token resistance right there. Well, actually, no, it's a little bit higher than that. Yeah, 1675.
Guys, dragon. Thing is dragon. Headed back towards this here.
Token resistance.
I feel this with you guys. I'm running up close to. So this is going to be dicey. I will tell you exactly my game plan.
Let's wait and see.
But back towards break even here, nothing to be touched with yet.
It is. It hit right here at token resistance. Damn it, man.
Let's see what ES has got for me today. Let's see what it's got for us.
Today is a rough day.
This should be a problem. Interesting. If you're a lower time frame trader and you have active equipment the way that I do, tough to leave anything running. You got to step away, or if you have to have your attention somewhere else. Usually it's closed out, but that can be a painful move if the trade continues to play out in a direction. Yeah, this is just moving too slow. It still looks good. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here, right? Unfortunately, just call it a break even on the live. If this moves in the direction of my trade here above the to the 28 level, I am dragging my stop loss into profit a couple points away from price, generating either a larger win or a small partial win. If it sells up really aggressively from this level right here, let's stop. Past that later in the day, we should push back up towards VWAP. Really don't have anything. If we sold off really fiercely, we're going to see what happens down at this level. That's my next buy zone. Shooting below the 5900s, maybe a little bit below. So I'm going to wrap it up right here, guys. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is a suggestion or recommendation here or anywhere else. Entertainer, entertainer yapping on YouTube for entertainment purposes only.